This first poem is called Circulation. Glaciers scrape rich earth off the gelid crust of shunted mountains. It runs like a herd of stony horses through the not old, not new riverine trails, carved by mineral ancestors to become the veins and arteries of our mother. Rich earth gathers in the low places, heart lakes, skin shores, stomach aquifers, bladder springs, and there feeds cytoplasmic children grasping for the sun. Many learn to stand in the flow and creep from the roiling waves and turn predator and prey. Exhale, drink, die, decay, their tiny bodies endlessly participate in mother's life. Until I, that lives only for the sun and cannot bear the talk of death, unaware of sink, melt, churn, erupt, rebirth, unaware of circulation. The sun that seems a bottomless vessel stirs their senses, sends them plunging for their own immortality, and a dark ritual commences. Cytoplasmic children wield chains and needles, rend and stab and drain their mother, make strange alchemy of her blood, and jettison the casualties of experiment upon a deepening grave. Libations for tragedy, blossoms for endings. Their jagged circulation, wound like concertina wire around her neck, bites the mountain peaks of her breasts, grinds against the plains of her skin, masticates the raw muscle of her exposed belly. She is scarred with acid, but her soul is untouchable. Can you picture? 1,800 miles beneath our feet, a furnace of impossible intensity throbs with the promise of elemental life. A layered geology speaks volumes. I am just the breath of a stony horse. Okay. The second one's a bit old. It's called Slaughterhouse. A bovine was unwound, hanging hook sunk in its flank, knives unsheathed cut down red ribbons and tie its soul to the spackled floor. It lurches along to prods and spasms, draining into emptiness till finally the shake stops and the chain swings to the motors. That's when the men draw cleavers from their aprons, cut off skin distended down to scarlet, pressed to tender bone. Remove the head, it stinks of curdling, this wretched checkpoint, and of boiled blood imbibed in barrels. A man goes home, tasting the day's slaughter on his bulging tongue, guzzles sherry mist and breathes carrion upon bared shoulders. He wakes joyless in cigarette smoke, forgets his dreams and breakfasts to top 40 before drifting out the door to witness death. The hundreds fast, the few so slow that symptoms scarce confess themselves until the last. What disappears remains. All suffering that vanished in decay blooms surely in the gardens of their dreadful husbandry.